After you've went through all this, the jealousy, the wrath, the fear, the striking, that's the old lightning bolt idea of the gods. And then finally, you get to death. That seems like the best part after you've went through all this stuff, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, because you're supposed to be saved then. So, yeah, but a lot of people are resistant. So I would say that after you go through a lot, and turmoil, we forgot about turmoil too, because there's turmoil. There's torture, okay, uncertainty, that's another one, uncertainty. I'm writing these things down. Val should be writing them down too, but I don't think he is. Okay, there's quite a list here, isn't it, to finally get to death?
Yeah.
Hey, am I making this up or what? Am I, am I out of place here? So again, I'm just going by what, if you listen to a priest or a minister, I'm sure he's going to go over these areas here. And then confession, that's a good one too. Okay, that creates a lot of fear.
Yeah, you don't confess your sins. Yes.
Right.
They say the wages of sin is death.
What's fun about confession is confessing the sins of others. You see, forget yourself, confess the sins of others. That's what we're doing at the college, you see. We're having fun with that. Yeah, that kind of throws them a curveball, you see, kind of like in baseball. You don't just throw the straight ball, you throw the curveball too once in a while. So, yeah, confessing the sins of others, that's a good one. Okay, so we got quite a list there, and so so we're at the recruiting station here, and you have to ask the person approaching the table. It's like, okay, so we've given you an idea of what we've it's in the brochure too. We've given you an idea here. So you want to sign up? You want to be a Christian or a Muslim? Again, we've got a lot going here. I'm kind of seeing it like the recruiting station where, people join the military. So people come up to the table, they see the brochure. So you've got all these things in the brochure, and it's like, here's the brochure, read it over, and let us know if you want to become a Christian or a Muslim or a Baptist or whatever, because this is what, this is what we're made up of. You see, it's a good thing though. It's a good thing, yes. We call it the good news. So what do you think? Are you going to join? But they don't always tell you that up front, do they? They use the marketing ploy that, God is love. But then when you really get into it and you start breaking it down, then it's all these things that we mentioned here, isn't it? And a lot more. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot in between
We forgot begging and pleading and, crawling on your stomach to finally, we forgot a lot of things. There's a lot more here. Begging and pleading is a good one. That's going to be coming up, okay, at some point.
Begging and pleading, yes. It's one of the things. And you have to constantly be on your knees,
It's a good idea because it shows that you care, yes, about the begging and pleading you're doing, and that you're sincere. See, you got to do that sometimes. You got to play the part. Okay, so we had some fun here, Charles. Yes, and so again, as we lay these things out, hey, people have the choice if this is what they want. But again, they have their la la land idea, and they glaze it over, thinking that, oh no, God is love. So no matter what is happening, but they'll ask the question within themselves or when they're praying. It's like, God, why is the world being destroyed? Why are you destroying the world? And actually, God is destroying the world, really is. But then people will probably think, oh no, it's not really God, but it's just I kind of use that idea. Well, God, it actually is God, because God's a reptilian, and they're all reptilians, and yes, they are destroying the world on purpose. And you can keep asking the question and pleading and whatever, and maybe you'll get some nice little spaces in there from time to time. But realistically, that's it. But again, people, we're letting the world know they decide. They have the right to decide. We're not deciding, and we're not marketing for them how to decide. That's the difference, too. We're not utilizing, we're not using intimidation to do that. We're simply saying it like it is. We're reporting the news, you might say. That's what we're doing. We're not intimidating people. We're just saying that this leads to this. Okay, so if you keep doing this, give Wi-Fi if you have Wi-Fi through your whole house. It was interesting that in that video I saw, Trower guy or whatever his name is, he was with the Royal Navy. His statement was that anybody that puts Wi-Fi anywhere is a criminal, basically, he's saying. And it is. It's a criminal action, etc. So, what we're dealing here, once you see through it, this whole God idea and whatever, it's a criminal action. It really is. But, people are going to hear the statement and they're not going to like it. But once they investigate it, once they investigate what's going on here with the governments and the controllers and all these systems, they're going to see it's all criminal action. There's nothing else but deception and criminal action. And we're just trying to warn people. We're not using the fear factor to get them to decide, but simply letting them know what's going on. Yeah, so again, people like to glaze over with nice sounding ideas. That's where, I'm asked many times, where's the love, Duane? Well, real love is unseen, and it is the isness, and this is what I'm promoting. That's real love. It supersedes all the emotional attachments and ideas that you can have. If you want personal love, okay, I'm not really giving out personal love, all right? I refer to it a little bit, but very little. I'm sharing real love, which is the isness life is, because it's complete. It's the real cure for all. It takes care of everything. That's my reference, not secondary, temporary, back and forth, emotional, sensational ideas that sound good for the while because, people chase these ideas, which I understand. It's like having ice cream every day. Go have it until you have diabetes. Yeah, so things are what they are here. But through our awareness, yes, we can form a new consciousness to reside in. So, the real awareness, which is just a being of light, takes on these bodies to create these relationships here, to have a better understanding of itself. That's the whole idea. That's part of the process. So creation is fine. It's just how you see it and what you do with it. But what we're seeing here is a total mass distortion. Okay, and you want to pick something good out of it? Go ahead, just like at the market. Which food is good? Maybe you'll get lucky and find something. For that moment, it'll last. But what does it have to do with the isness? You see, that is precious to stand real in that, to where, that recognition. This is why we're going through this process, to get that recognition. So now we have a recognition, a true recognition of each other, to support each other according to our real awareness. And in the meantime, we deal with creation and what's taking place. So yes, better choices can be made in creation, but in the meantime, we got to deal with all this. So, and we love you showing up, because this helps a lot of people. It creates more references to this true reality. See, that's our focus. That's our intent. It's not just good sounding ideas or what's really taking place. So again, these comparisons are very important. And what you've brought up, it seems so simple, but then again, it provides a better understanding. So what is truth? What isn't truth? It doesn't matter. Once you recognize the isness, then you decide your own truth. And that can be whatever you want. You decide that. And so I do my best to decide things that are a benefit. And I have to deal with things in the world too. So, I don't do it perfectly because, we do produce trash here. We do produce body odor, etc., like everybody else, because we have to deal with it. So until we better understand the environment and get agreement there, well, things are going to be as they are and get worse. So it's learning to make better choices. So as people have the courage to step up and support, the support is very important. Just like in a family, everybody supports everybody. It's very important. So when a disaster does strike, as an example, this is an extreme example, you got 4 or 5 people in a family, several kids and the mom and dad. what happens if a lightning bolt hits a tree? What, do they all run in different directions, miles apart? Or does it make sense they all run to their vehicle together and get in it and take off? Whatever, you see? So again, it's choices, isn't it? Yeah, so we need to have the awareness of how to support each other realistically, so that people do have a better understanding to survive better, because it's about survival.
This planet Earth needs a lot of help from all of us right now. Dean Val of NUUU, Nations United Universal University, is contacting people around this world every day to share the importance of the all-natural environment supporting all of us. Dean Val and Duane Lee Hepner.org 501c3 have created CAN, Community Action Network, to help all communities become aware of how to be self-sufficient with permaculture and food and rainforests. We are always looking for real people to step up, who want to learn what life on this earth is all about. We will be leasing large portions of land to create something wonderful for all communities everywhere. Contact Val Vitals on Skype and Facebook to get involved with what we all can do now, or through the phone number provided or the website in the links. Duane the Great Writer.net. Join us for weekly environment awareness Skypes every Sunday at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The NUUU, Nations United Universal University, is dedicated to supporting and providing a real purpose and real awareness with the all-natural environment supporting all of us. First comes this earth with food and rainforests, and to protect what is still here. For those who have the awareness to see what is actually taking place here, with all the natural devastation, which is also purposely planned by world controllers, you now have a real opportunity to step up and do something with those who also care about your planet Earth. Duane Lee Hepner has created the NUUU, Nations United universal university, which completely entails the all-natural environment everywhere, and a real education that has real value, and that far surpasses any commonly created indoctrinating educational system that does not focus on what sustains all of us naturally. Real survival makes sense with everything here that is self-sustaining.